Hi, I'm Jenny, and today's video is going to be another quick but detailed hands-on of one of Tudor's newly released watches, and this time we're going to take a close look at the Tudor Black Bay 58 925, so let's get started. And if you haven't already, you can go and check out the hands-on of the new 2021 Tudor Black Bay Chrono after this video, which I will link for you in the description box down below. Right, so I will first hit you with the hard facts about this watch, and then I will go into my thoughts and my overall first impression of it. So following up the already really popular Tudor Black Bay 58 that Tudor released in 2019 in black and in this navy blue color in 2020, they have now introduced two new Black Bay 58s that bring quite a lot of change with them, and today I am showing you the Black Bay 58 925. The case shape with its nice sloped edge remained the same, and we have a diameter of 39mm with a lug to lug of 48mm and a thickness of 13mm, which is only a little bit thicker than the previous models, but I will get to the reason for it in a second. The case, and here comes one of the first like ooh moments, is made from 925 silver with a satin finish, which is an absolute first for Tudor. It is a proprietary Tudor alloy and is meant to age differently than your usual silver, and to quote Tudor here, is not going to let you down, not in a million years, but I guess we have to wait and see how that luminescence of the case is going to age over time. The second ooh moment is probably the dial and bezel colors. Tudor stuck to their well-known granular finishing on the dial and their iconic snowflake hands, but introduced a new color, a taupe dial and bezel, to their Black Bay 58 family. It looks really warm on the press pictures, and I think you can best describe it as a mix of a very cool light gray and a very warm light brown. The unidirectional matte taupe bezel is also made from 925 silver with an anodized aluminum inlay and silver gilded markings and numerals. It is waterproof up to 200 meter, and when we flip it around we'll get to the third ooh moment, because this time we get an exhibition case bag through which we can see the empty 5400 caliber. It has a power reserve of about 70 hours, is COSC certified, and basically the same movement Tudor built into their previous Black Bay 58s, except for the slightly larger base plate to make it fit better into the sapphire case bag. With a lug width of 20mm, you can fit all sorts of straps and bracelet to it, as Tudor offers their Black Bay 58 925 only on either a brown leather bracelet with white stitching or a matching taupe fabric strap with this sort of silvery beige line running through it. The leather option as well as the fabric strap version will set you back about €4,010. Right, so now that we know what's up, I want to share my thoughts on this with you. I mean, it's no secret that I love the Black Bay 58 line from Tudor. I wear my Black Bay 58 a lot, and I was also happy when Tudor released the navy blue version last year. I think you can all remember how excited I was. So I am not surprised with myself that I like this one too. It is actually my favorite release from Tudor this year. I know that they did not reinvent the wheel with this one, but they tweaked or changed almost all the right things for me, but mainly the following three. First off, I really like the taupe color. I have to say that it looks like a warm gray in person, which I think is even better than the brownish gray on the website. The color works well with Tudor's way of finishing their watches, as it feels a little bit vintage in combination with the granular dial finish and the matte bezel, but not outdated. To me, it is subtle but not boring, which I think is going to look great on many wrists. The second point has to be the silver for me, which is a bit of a double-edged sword. I wasn't sure how the silver alloy is going to look like in real life at first, as I had absolutely no reference to it, but seeing it in person is really beautiful actually. It's definitely more white than stainless steel, and the brushing really brings out this silvery shimmer of it. I assume that brushing silver is a bit more tricky than steel, which is why I feel like it looks a bit rougher compared to it, but I do not mind it one bit. I actually think I like it better that way. It adds to the initial purpose or intention of the Black Bay 58, I mean being an homage, but takes it a step further by using silver for it. And by the way, the bezel turns just as nicely as it does on the regular steel models, which was also something I was wondering about. My third highlight has to be the see-through case back, which is also what ties in the whole concept of this watch for me. I mean, at this point, I think we can all agree that this one is past the tool watch situation. I mean, it's a watch made from silver. But that's why I think it's great that Tudor embraced this and opened the curtains to let us see the movement. It's not overly decorated, which I think would look weird on this watch anyways, but it's still beautiful in its simplicity. That being said, there are also some things that I wish were different about this. The first issue I have is the fact that the edges feel rather sharp on the case. I suppose that it comes down to the silver alloy, but it's definitely something to get used to when compared to a steel Black Bay 58, for example. And secondly, I'm a bit miffed that they did not provide a matching silver bracelet. Perhaps again, it's down to the characteristics of the silver alloy. Maybe it really would be too sharp, but I personally think that a Tudor Black Bay 58 looks best on a bracelet. It might also be a price issue though. I mean, I can imagine that the material and the handling of it is pricey, and it would have been maybe a bit too expensive for a Black Bay 58 after all. So yeah, that was my quick hands-on with the Tudor Black Bay 58 925. I think it's a great addition to the Black Bay 58 family. It's going to look great on most people with its proportions and color. But what do you think about the 925? Are you a fan of the taupe and silver combo, or do you prefer the old school steel models? As always, let me know in the comments down below and give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!